right, so welcome back from the break. It's time for us to bring you sports, and my man joins me. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
So I hear Kotoko has lost twice in a row. What's happening?
You know, it's a bit interesting to see Kotoko go through this season at this point in the season because they've started the season so well. They've played good football, and then all of a sudden, in the last two games, they've had to suffer losses against Royal Tamale United and then now Lagos Cities. Well, Lagos Cities are managed by Kotoko's former head coach, Maso Kunedu. So it makes it a bit weird. But then looking at what Kotoko stand to achieve this season, those back-to-back defeats should be doing a lot of damage for them at this point. Over the weekend when they lost, head coach Prosper informed the fans that they shouldn't lose focus or they shouldn't lose the belief in the team. They need the support of the fans because at this point, as a fan of the club, you can't leave them the way things are going. Because once you leave them, they begin to have some mental...
Because I'm told the closest, the guy who, the team that is second on the log would cut the lead down to 5 points.
Yeah, so good.
And so there's still, because people even win leagues with a point, isn't it?
Yeah, but looking at Kotoko's remaining fixtures, it's a bit dicey.
Oh.
Should Bechem United gather some good run of form, it could be terrible for Kotoko.
So what does this loss or these losses mean for Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
So Bechem United currently have a game in hand which they play later this afternoon. Should they win that game, they go 5 points within Kotoko, and that could be where the game will begin to change. So if I'm a Kotoko fan, I just pray that Bechem United should at least lose or draw in this game, because once they win, the pressure balls back to the Kumasi-based club.
Well, I am one, so maybe I would have to go by yours and pray that Bechem either draws or lose this game. But I heard the coach say that we don't need to blame the players. They have to go back. He has to sit with them to understand why this is happening, because he thinks they've done everything they could. Yeah. But things are just not happening. So he wants to understand what is happening so they can solve it. Yeah. Not the way to go?
At some point, I feel he's right, because well, look, Kotoko have a big squad. One thing I feel has been a problem is that some of the players have not played too much. So consistency or the form they need to play these kind of games are lacking. So once he talks with them, psychs the boys and get them back, they surely produce something good that fans will be happy.
Well, but when you look at the Kotoko team, do we look like a team that really can bounce back or can relinquish this title?
I'm expecting some players to return from injury over the course of the weekend. So probably should they come back, the team gets back to playing the best of the football that we saw them play in the first half of the season, and then at some point in the second half of the season. Because well, with the kind of play they are putting out day in day out in the last two games, that's not good.
Really?
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, if you sit back and watch, do you identify what is wrong with the team?
As I've said, they are missing someone like Richmond Lamptey, someone with that vision who gets players through on goal. They are missing the clinical of their forwards in this kind of games. In Kumasi, you don't expect Kotoko to score less than a goal, but then against Lagos Cities, it was just not working. It looks as if all their supply lines were cut and then there was no creativity from anyone.
All right, let's see how this goes for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It will be very heartbreaking for us to lose the trophy, but I'm sure we'll win at the end of the day. And that's how we wrap up today's edition of the news desk here on Joy News. My name is Samuel Kojobre. For more news, log on to myjoyonline.com. This is your home of credible, independent journalism and fearless journalism. Good morning and enjoy the rest of your day.